Oh, yes, it's time. Yes. Drunken boxing, snake style, peacock, I don't know, crane, right? Dragon, right? We're bringing it all out today. Why? Because it's versus time. It's another episode.
Yes. Hamster style.
That's right. Which one is that?
Hamster style.
Hamster style. Right? Monkey? Let's get the monkey going, right? Let's get that going. But no, we're here to have fun as well. It is time for Versus Episode 3. Yes, and today I have some awesome guests with me. Today I got Mr. Sam Kench from Brickwall Pictures in the house, looking like a male model. That's right, looking smooth. I don't know, maybe I think because of the subject matter, he's looking a little thuggish, ruggish today. He beat me to the punch because I wanted to look a little gangster, a little hard too. I was like, let me put on the beanie, right? But then everybody will think I'm Latino if I put the beanie on. Screw everybody up. It'll confuse everyone. Sam beat me to the punch. Well, welcome to the channel again, sir. And below Sam, Mr. Tony of the Dead.
Hello.
That's right. Welcome with the ridiculously insane. I don't know, Master Chaos. He might have you beat with collection.
Oh, he might. He might. I don't know. Maybe one day when COVID is over. Well, I don't even know. I don't know where you're located, Tony. But there could be a video down the line where it's just 3 hours of us counting everything. That would be kind of amazing.
So just 3 hours.
Yeah, wow. 5 hours live. Count every movie.
There you go.
I'm all the way on the other side of the country.
Oh man. So. Well, okay, we'll do it live. You bring everything into one room, or however the biggest room you have, and we'll count. We'll count it however long it takes. There you go.
There we go.
That's it. And as always, Master Chaos, the other legend, is here again, and it's always fun having you here, my brother. Thanks for hanging out on the episode of Versus. That's right. Movie Dojo Army slowly coming in. We got Mike Swift in the house, Michael Gonzalez, and Javier. How you doing?
Hey,
that's
guys.
right. Because, hey, guys, just a few warriors wandering on the outside. Okay. I like it. I can dig it. All right. 15 people strolling in. That's right. All right. What do you got going this Friday? Before we get into it, what do you got going this Friday, Master Chaos? Quick pluggity plug.
Oh, Hollyweird episode 4. It's my live show, 5 p.m. PST. I've got Rafael Sejamin. He's a toy collector, YouTuber. He has really great content. If you love toys, he's going to be on the show, as well as my buddy Michael Ray Bauer, who you may know as I think everybody knows. He's Donkey Lips from Salute Your Short. We're gonna be joining forces tomorrow on Master Chaos TV to discuss Hollywood news, and hopefully celebrating my 1,000 subscribers. I'm literally 5 people away. 5 people away. Insane. So yes, I'm stoked for that.
It's gonna happen. It's just 5. We said 5 people away. That's it.
5 people. Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna happen, and I'm excited for you. I'm excited for
one
you.
of them. I'll be one of them.
Yay, all right.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's right.
So now you're 4 away.
I'll go subscribe as well.
Oh,
all right, thanks, guys.
That's it. 3. You just got 3 now. Look at that.
Come on, chat. We only need 3 more.
2 more.
Or
what?
2 more. No,
2 more.
Oh, all right. Hey, not
2
bad.
more, chat. We just need 2 more subscribers to get Master Chaos to 1,000 subs.
Hey, all
So
right.
if you have not subbed, head over there and sub. We want to get him to 1,000. We can do it.
I would almost say if I get to 1,000 on the chat, I'll do something crazy, but I can't even think of what I would do because I want to stay sober for the discussion, so I can't say I'll drink a whole bottle of whatever. So,
don't break the bottle over your head.
No. I mean, if I do get to 1,000 subs, I've told everybody in my previous videos that what I'm going to do is I'm going to bleach my beard and dye it hot pink, and kind of matching your little.
God damn it, Sam! God damn it, Sam! God damn it!
So I'll be doing that.
Right before you jumped in, Sam popped in the stream first, and he was just like, "Hey, man, I'm loving the new red hair coloring. I'm loving the new red." And I said, "Oh, you're like the only guy that sees it as red. Everyone else is like, oh, Samurai's got the smooth pink action." And look, God damn it. That's it.
It's a little, it's too vibrant for red. I think, I would say it's kind of like a cotton candy.
It's because of the. You know what? I like that.
I can
Yeah,
see
I
that.
like that. All right. It is now cotton candy.
Cotton candy, man.
I can dig it. That's
Can
right.
Here you go.
Can
The
you
Cotton
dig
Candy
it?
Samurai. That's your new thing.
That's
Oh.
I can dig it. Watch next week. I'm gonna have like death metal makeup on. I'm gonna be all like super.
go.
Hey, all right. 1,000 motherfuckers. Thank you guys.
Yay.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
That means a lot. Thank you guys. Everybody subscribe. Thank you. That means the world to me. Thank you very much.
The Movie Dojo Army just came through. Look at this. Thank you guys.
Yay.
For the subs. Yes, celebration time. That calls for a Van Dance.
Man, I wish I could do the splits. I tried. I keep trying. It always hurts. Always hurts.
Sam's like, what the fuck just happened? But this is hilarious.
I don't remember that. No.
Yes. Yeah. There's certain things in life that are so awesome. They need a Van Damage. They need a Van Dam dance. We're gonna do it. All right.
No, you never need an excuse to have a Van
Right.
Dam.
That's
Right.
true.
Anytime.
Mhm.
All right. Welcome, Movie Dojo Army. Again, thanks for getting Chaos to 1,000 subs. You guys fucking rock.
Thank you.
Today, episode 3, we got the Warrior Son versus the Wanderer Son versus the Outsiders. There will be one winner. That's right. Tony, we're going to pull from Beyond Thunderdome. 3 films enter, 1 film leaves.
Yep.
That's right. You got, can you dig it? That's right.
Nice.
I've used that clip in so many of my videos.
Right. You can't. It's too much
timeless.
fun.
It's multi-purpose. You know?
It's just too much fun. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Sexy Sumo goes, 1,000 subscribers. It feels so good.
It does.
It's time for the darkness. Oh, face. The darkness wants to celebrate with you. Yes. Oh, yes. 1,000 subscribers. Oh.
That's how I feel inside. Yeah, exactly.
That is a scary dude.
But yeah, we are here. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I have a feeling, everyone's preference is different, right? What they look for when they watch a movie. So
yeah,
I have a feeling we're all going to be different here, or are we going to be all the same? We're going to find out. So first, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about what we liked about the movie, what we didn't like about each movie, and then at the end, we're going to vote for who is the winner, and then we're going to vote again for which movie is the most entertaining, and then I have the Movie Dojo Army's poll results as well. So we're going to see who the Movie Dojo Army voted for at the end of the video, which is going to be a lot of fun too. All right, let's kick it off. The movie that this is very shocking. I know you guys know, but a lot of people. Hold on, let me move Sexy Sumo's comment there. There you go. Oh, but I know. You guys probably know, but in case chat does not know, the Warriors and the Wanderers came out the exact same year.
Not just the same year. I looked it up. They came out 2 months apart.
Right?
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
close together. Warriors was in February, and Wanderers came out in April.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
So Warriors barely beat it.
Yeah, just barely.
Right.
Wow.
Warriors barely beat it. It's a phantom behind me.
Lady Fat Blood in the shot.
That's right, Lady Fat Blood cameo. But yeah, that is insane, Sam. That's like, beat the Warriors literally by a few months, which is pretty fascinating, actually. But 1979, directed by my boy Walter Hill. And let me read the quick plot synopsis for chat. There's going to be spoilers in here, so just letting you guys know. But in the near future, a charismatic leader summons the street gangs of New York City in a bid to take it over. When he is killed, the Warriors are falsely blamed and now must fight their way home while every other gang is hunting them down. That's right, motherfuckers. Directed by Walter Hill, starring Michael Beck, my boy James Remar, and many more, many more. And I'm going to kick it over to Sam. Go ahead and talk about the plot synopsis. Give a little bit more detail, then, if you don't mind. Then, because you know what, we love our IMDb plot synopsises.
Yeah. So.
And then talk about the
the
plot, and then talk about what you liked and what you didn't like.
Okay, so yeah, The Warriors is it's a very stylized movie. I would say like a lot rests on the style of the movie more so than the plot of the movie. The plot is almost like an Odyssey kind of thing where you have this one gang. I think it's like there's like 6 people in this gang. They have all their other members back on I think it's Coney Island, right, where their like gang is based. Their whole team, they're kind of isolated from them. They get blamed for this like assassination that happens at the big like tribal gathering. Yeah, where the Can You Dig It guy gets got pretty early on. Unfortunately, he was the man. He was the chosen one who was going to unite all the gangs of New York and like triumph over the police. I guess join forces into one massive gang. But yeah, that guy gets assassinated. The Warriors get blamed for it by the guy who did the actual assassinating, and then it's basically the Warriors versus everybody.
Yes.
And by everybody, I mean like every single citizen of New York belongs to one of these rival gangs. The Warriors then have this like odyssey to make from I don't remember where they're actually meeting, but where this big like conglomerate of gangs is meeting. They have to make all the way back to Coney Island, getting chased the whole way by various like cartoonish level of gangs, and you get the baseball theories is my favorite.
Yes.
Yeah, with all the face paint, and they got the coolest soundtrack by far.
Yes.
Overall, I would say the soundtrack is like one of the best parts of the movie for me. Such a I just like listen to the soundtrack on its own. Good music. It really adds to the overall just like flair of the movie. I guess you could call it an action movie, but there's not like a ton of action.
Right.
There's actually very little. And the action isn't great. It's kind of like Escape from New York or something, where like it's all about the style, and it's like there is action, but there's not a ton of action, and the action's not particularly good. But the whole movie's just like cool, through and through.
But it may have the greatest or one of the greatest bathroom brawls ever in history. And my boy James Remar in here, you got to love this guy, Ajax.
Yeah.
The lovable asshole. That's right, the lovable asshole. They showed the movie. They replayed it down in Hollywood many years ago, and me and my buddy Edgar went down there to see it, and the line was massive. Mm-hmm. The line was really long. And it was a small theater, but it was really cool. But it was cool watching the movie on the big screen. It was really cool. And James Remar was there, and I think 2 of the female actress that's in the movie, she was there. And they were talking about working with Walter Hill and whatnot. Do you remember that scene in the movie where they run into the orphans? Somebody messes with the orphans, right? When the orphans get their asses kicked, that's all good.
Oh, the orphans.
When they run away and they throw those Molotov cocktails, and then the car blows up, and they're running right by the car. That car was not supposed to blow up that soon. So if you go back to that scene, like it was like razor thin, like they were really close to getting hurt.
Wow.
But that's how it was back in the old days. We got to film it, Walter Hill. We got to film it. Let's just film it. Fuck it. That's how it is back then. But anything else you liked about the movie? Any cons?
Oh, there's a lot more I like about it. I don't know how early I should broadcast my pick, but I'm kind of telegraphing.
It's all good, brother. It's all good.
For my favorite.
Right.
Right off the bat, I got to go Warriors all the way. I love it.
Hey,
it's one of my favorites.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, in terms of other movies out there with better fight scenes, of course. But I think they were still well done enough. Like they were brutal enough. But the bathroom fight, like this is the highlight.
Oh yeah, well, they're all on roller skates.
Fucking great, right? You gotta love it, right?
Yeah.
The bathroom fight is fucking badass. I love it. And you gotta love one of the greatest. This movie has one of the greatest ad libs in movie history. Not that many people know this, but Warriors come out to play, yay! Was an ad lib. He made that up on the spot.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I think I heard he made the bottle thing with him too.
Yeah.
Just like fucking around with the bottles, which is so iconic.
That's
Right?
cool.
I didn't know that.
And of course that's Jerry Horn from Twin Peaks. If there's any Twin Peaks fans out there, that's his other big role. Love that guy, David
awesome.
Patrick Kelly.
And
I know him from Commando.
Yeah, right.
Oh
right.
yeah.
Say the line,
He's the one
Tony.
who got promised.
Remember when I said I was going to kill you last? That's right, Matrix. You did. I lied.
Love it. Love it. But yeah, Walter Hill went over him, and he wanted the Warriors to react in a certain way of like, what the fuck? So he was like, I need you to do something to kind of creep him out a little bit. And they came up with this right on the spot, and it's iconic till this day. Really iconic.
Yeah.
But I agree with you about the movie being very stylized. I love the style. I love the look of the movie. Now, what do you? And we had a lot of the fun games. You know, we like the Baseball Furies. My buddy Edgar dressed up as Baseball Fury for Halloween one day when he was a teenager. But I mean, even the Lizzies, even the females were like, "No, you about to get cut." The Lizzies even brought out some fucking guns and shit, bro. Like nobody was safe. Now, which version did you guys watch? Did you watch the Ultimate Cut?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I saw.
Okay. Tony, do you remember which one? The Ultimate Cut is because the original vision and the reason why the gangs are so over the top was Walter Hill kind of envisioned this almost as if it was a comic book movie.
Right.
So so when he did his new version of the Ultimate Cut, that's when he added like comic book panel transitions to the film. And he had the whole opening comparing it similar to the Spartans fighting, the 300, fighting. Which one did you watch, Tony? Did you watch that one or the regular one?
I think it was a regular one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sam, which one do you like better? Because I saw the theatrical first. I'm perfectly fine. I like the Ultimate Cut. It's something different, but I like the original theatrical better.
Yeah, I've seen both, and I definitely like the theatrical version better. Those comic book transitions and stuff, they can get out of there. They don't work for me. They're distracting, and
it's like I get what he was trying to do.
Yeah, like it makes sense, but it doesn't really work in execution.
It's like, well, that's nice, but can the theatrical get a Blu-ray remaster too?
Yeah,
like the theatrical's still on DVD. Even when you buy the Steelbook re-release of the Ultimate Cut, the Blu-ray is the Ultimate Cut Blu-ray's there, but it comes with the theatrical, but it's still on DVD.
Oh, that's tough.
It's like, come on, man, 4K this bitch. Come on, you can do both. But believe it or not, at one point in time, I did not give a shit about this movie. I had 23 badasses watching now. That's right. I was young and dumb and full of what, and this was one of those movies where, oh no, my dad wants to show me an old movie. Oh God, not another old movie, because I was young and stupid, and we were up late. There was nothing on TV, and I was bored because I was young and stupid, and my dad was clicking the channel and the Warriors came on. And he's like, oh, son, we got to watch this. This movie's great. You got to sit down and watch this. And I was just like, oh, God, another old movie. Man, by the time that movie was over, man, just watching it on television with the commercials, pan and scan, edited, I was blown away even back then. This is a fun childhood memory of the Warriors. All right, Tony, what did you like and what you didn't like about the movie? Go for it.
I like the idea of like the whole gathering of people. I would have liked to have seen them take over the city. Like they said, like there's not 20,000 cops in the city. There's 60,000 of us, and then 100 other gangs out there. I'd like to see other gangs, but again, my favorite was the Furies. I even had a hat that had the Furies on it, but I think people would think it was a furry, so I kind of got rid of the hat. But they're definitely my favorite. They're scary. I think it's funny too when they're like all the gangs are starting. Like it's cool, but it's neat where they're like all different gangs are going on the subway and they have to go to this place, and like the one like the big tough guys, they're just putting the coins in for them to go through the turnstiles. It's like I think a gang would just jump over them. He's like,
Right.
all right, you go, there you go. It's all like we're doing this legal. I thought that was funny, but yeah, I mean the whole gang is likable, which is a big thing in a movie. I like them all. And the main bad guy, like again, he's likable, but you hate him at the same time.
Oh, you hate him. You want to kill him,
which is great. Which is great. I mean, if people hate him, he did his job.
Yeah.
But I don't know, there's not much I don't like about this movie. I guess I would like to see more fighting.
Right.
But I just it's just so neat. I even watched like the well, at the time it was 35 or 36 years later. It was from 2015, and like some of the Warriors got on and did their on the subway again, like nowadays, and man, they got old. It was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, they got old, but it happens, But it was nice. It was fun seeing that video, though.
If there's like 100 other gangs, I would like to see those too. But I don't know. I mean, there's not much I don't like about the movie.
Cool. Chaos. Go for it, my friend. What'd you like and what you didn't like about the show?
Well, I'll say this: The Warriors is such a very special movie. It's definitely a movie of its time. I watched this like TNT, like on midnight or something like that. And I remember seeing the commercials, and me and my friends in school were like, "Holy shit, we have to see this movie!" So we all like stayed up and we watched it afterwards. That the day after in school, we talked about it. It's got a little special place in my heart. I know Sam mentioned Escape from New York, and it very much feels like that type of movie. A post-apocalyptic world. I mean, what's his face? Walter Hill even mentions this is in the future. So we're talking very much an Escape from New York vibe. And what I like about this movie, compared to the other films we're going to talk about today, is that this is a lean and mean, stripped down action picture. This is the one movie we're going to talk about today that actually has a straight linear plot. Get from here to here, get to safety. All the other ones we're going to talk about are very much dramas, and they sort of unfold slowly. And everything here is based on books. All three movies are based on books. But this is the only one that feels to me like this fucking dude got a bottle of scotch and a whole bunch of cigars and just wrote this like in 2 days. That's what it feels like. It has that propulsive energy. It's raw. It's not a typical movie. You can't really make this movie, even though they tried to make this movie, recently. They're thinking of a remake. You can't really make it anymore because gangs aren't what gangs used to be. In the 80s, different thing. It's a different, milieu. People were considered gangs a certain thing, like a cool status. Now it's not as cool to be in a gang. But The Warriors works on so many levels. It's an action movie. It can also be considered a horror movie at times. It's pretty, if you're alone on the streets, you're being chased by the entire city. That's freaky, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a well-made picture. It's not 100% the best photographed. I mean, I think some of the shots, I love some of the artistic takes, like when the gangs are talking to each other and it's just like silhouettes of people talking, or the lady on the microphone, the DJ, like giving the warnings. Like I love all those little touches.
Oh, yeah.
Directing wise, it's not necessarily loud. This is the best directed movie of the bunch. But in terms of hardcore energy and intensity, The Warriors, I think, is the best. Like if somebody wanted to watch a gang movie, it's like, show me a gang movie. What's a good gang movie? The Warriors is number one. There's not much I don't like about it. I think I don't like the Ultimate Cut. I think the stupid comic book thing looks cheesy as hell. Yeah. And I can't imagine listening to Walter Hill talk that he goes, "I want to make a comic book movie. This is gonna be great." It just doesn't feel right. It just sounds like that wouldn't be the thing he would choose. After making a gritty gang movie, even though he's got the fucking Baseball Furies, which are complete like cartoon characters. The
top hats,
right?
Top hats.
Yeah, there's a lot of goofy elements that I wonder if the producers are like, "Are you sure about this?" Because I feel like if we do this, it's a little goofy. But I'm glad he went there, and he certainly made a movie that has lasted. I mean, we'll get to it, but The Wanderers is the one movie I only saw in the past 5 years. I had never even heard of that movie. until I
had never heard of it until Samurai brought it up.
Yeah.
I'm new to it as well, believe it or
Yeah.
not, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do the Versus episode. So
that's great. See, but the Warriors is like that's one everybody knows, and for good reason. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece film. I no notes. It's good. It's good. It's good.
All right.
Another reason they couldn't make this into a remake nowadays either is because of some of the language, like is too like like especially in The Wanderers. I'm not gonna go talk about it now, but like the classroom scene.
Yeah.
There's no way they could do that nowadays.
Yeah.
Absolutely no way. So if they remade this, with the gang element and stuff, it wouldn't work because even though honestly watching this would be like I would be in that gang or I would be in that gang. Like I'd be a greaser, not
Tony,
what do they call them, pox?
Tony, you feel like an orphans guy to me. Are you kind of are you an orphans guy?
No, they're bums. I don't know how to roller skate, so I can't be them. I'll start my own gang. We'll be the Wastelanders.
Oh, there you go. That's perfect. That's
Yeah, I like that. Don't you know I have to mess with the orphans?
I'm gonna cry to myself to sleep on my dirty pillow.
What was it? What did he say? Our main villain guy when he was like they were like bullshitting in the liquor store, and he like grabbed something or whatever, and it was like some gum or he did something, and then he walked. Yeah, and then she's like, "Well, sir, you're gonna have to pay for that," and he's like, "For what?"
Yeah.
He's so perfectly casted to being sleazy.
Oh man.
This sleazy guy, just this coward, is so bad. And that voice, He's what did he say at the end of the movie when the riffs showed up? What was it, like 3,000 people in the riffs? In the riffs day?
Yeah.
He showed up, he's like, no, it was nuts. It was them. It was the Warriors. He's so good. He's so good. But yeah.
Was he ever in anything where he wasn't like a little like sleazeball?
I don't know.
No.
Like it's like he's like branded that. Like we need a little sleazeball. I've never seen him
as like the protagonist in anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The place is so good.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the Wanderers here.
Well, I'm the type of guy.
Hey, there you go.
Gonna get me copyright.
Well, I'm the type of dude. How many times is that song in the movie? What's this called, this movie?
All right. I'm going to give Tony, I'm going to save the outsiders for chaos. Okay. Tony, give us your thoughts. Hold on, let me read the bootleg plot synopsis and then you can go into detail. So The Wanderers is a teenage Italian gang in the Bronx, New York City, 1963. They have their confrontations with other gangs. Wow, how look at this detail we have here.
Weird.
Drugs and weapons are uncool. Adult life awaits them. Who is writing these plot synopses? But yeah, Tony, go ahead and go into a little bit more detail about The Wanderers and your thoughts about the film, what you liked and what you didn't like, and then we'll just go around in circles here.
Well, like you said, the Wanderers are the Italian gang, or Italian, however you say it, in the school. And this school is just, it's everybody's in a gang again. There's so many gangs walking down the hallway, and I can't say some of the stuff they said, but there's like unique gangs in there in the school. And there's this other gang on the streets called the Baldies. Which, there's Dynamo.
Yes.
And did you know the girl is actually the Solomon's mother from Gummo?
Oh,
have you ever
really?
seen Gummo?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. I had to look up where the hell she was from.
If anyone was wondering, the actress was of age when they made this movie.
I wondered.
Yeah, I wondered that too. Kind of weird.
I was creeped out when I first saw that. I was like, no. And I was like, oh, okay, thank God. She's amazing.
Like 11 years old, man. Look at it's creepy looking.
Yeah. And I don't know. It kind of jumps all over the place. I can't really give a good synopsis about it, to be honest, because it's like so many things happen in the movie. It's
Right.
like it's just gangs against other gangs, and then I don't know. Somebody
it's
help
very
me out
loosely-
because I can't
very,
really.
very loosely structured. There's
Yeah.
not like a. It's kind of like what Chaos was saying when he was talking about the Warriors, how it's like the only one with a cohesive like narrative through line. The Wanderers is very wandering, I guess. Maybe that's kind of intentional. It's almost like I guess it's probably closest in genre to like a coming of age film more than like any kind of gangster film. It's kind of like a group coming of age for this cluster of characters on the screen here, except for the fourth guy who's like always there but never has any dialogue. It's really the other three are the actual characters. The other guy's just like there because they wanted an even number of people, I think. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. It's a lot of different stuff. I think it's probably most in the realm of coming of age with these guys.
Yeah.
But it's in this like world where everyone's in a gang, but also everyone is like a teenager. They're all they're all like youth gangs. There's no like adult gangs stomping people. I mean, like when they have like the Catholics, what are they called, the Duckies or whatever, the Ducks.
Boys.
Some of them definitely seem older, for sure. But then a lot of them are still like teenagers. It's like a world without adults, except for the one kid's dad, who's like, I think wishes he was a kid in a gang still.
Yeah.
Who's a dad of the year.
Yeah, he's got big muscles, and he's a dad. And he's got a mustache.
It's almost like
use everything.
It's almost like some like a comedy in a way too. Like again with the dad with the muscles, and that's like, what the hell is going on here? Like, it's very strange. I mean, like you said, deals with coming of age and things like teenage pregnancy, drugs, fighting, school,
racial
issues.
Yeah,
like
it's almost like overstuffed. I think. I mean, it's adapted from a novel, and the novel, to my understanding, it was meant to just be like a chronicle of the history of this gang, the Wanderers gang. So it wasn't really meant to be like a story of any particular character. It was meant to be like the history of the Wanderers, So it's just kind of like everything they got up to is the idea, I guess. And I mean, you kind of see that in the movie because there's a lot of things in here and they don't all connect, they don't all tie together. They don't all coalesce. It's just like a lot of random parts and a lot of them do work together, but some of them don't exactly. There's a lot of major tonal shifts in this movie. Like you were saying, there's plenty of humor in it, but it also gets really dark in places. It gets downright surreal in a few areas, mostly with the Duckies. It's like whenever they show up, it turns into like a German expressionist film almost, where it's like there's just fog everywhere.
It's a horror movie.
Black,
It's like you mess with one, you mess with all of them.
And they never say a word.
Yeah, they didn't. I just said that none of them have any dialogue. Just creepy smiles.
Yeah.
I don't know the guy's name to look him up to find out. I don't know if you guys can, but why did the one guy that kept showing in the Duckies look like the dude who did the roller skates in the Warriors?
Oh, we got a little crossover.
Like I said, it's probably a different guy. It's most
likely it is.
Okay, thank you. Because I was like, they look alike. All right. But yeah, you got the Baldies, and the Baldies were fun. Now, what's the name of the Martian from Looney Tunes? What's his name?
Marvin.
I was not expecting Dynamo from the Running Man to sound like Marvin the Martian when he started talking. He's this big, huge, imposing guy, and all of a sudden he's like, what do we have here? Look at these guys.
His voice was major.
Drop some heads here? Do you guys want to drop some heads?
I didn't even think that. Now I can't unsee that.
He was one of my favorite parts of the movie, honestly. He was great. And the whatever her name was right in front of him there. They were both great.
Yeah. But yeah,
I thought she was a small guy at first.
At first,
She's the only female in any of the gangs. So she just kind of stick out in that regard. I love that all the Baldies got tricked into joining the Marines.
Yes.
I think the implication is that, they got shipped off to war because they just don't show up again in the movie after that point.
I was kind of hoping that's one of my little nitpick cons of the movie. I like the movie. I think it's entertaining. But one of my nitpicks of the movie was it would have been fun because all of a sudden the third act is it's time to grow up now. Once the president dies, it's time to stop fucking around. It's time to grow up. So, Ken Wall, this was his first movie, the guy in the middle there. This was his first movie. This is my introduction to him. I became kind of a little mini fan of Ken Wall, who starred in one of the greatest B movies that nobody knows exists called The Taking of Beverly Hills.
Oh my God, I fucking love that movie, dude.
Yes!
That's such a good movie. Oh, man.
Yeah. The Taking of Beverly Hills.
Let's rewatch that for the show.
Let's do it. Yeah, The Taking of Beverly Hills is I read the plot and I was like, this is not real. This is not real. The NFL quarterback star fights against like terrorists in Beverly Hills. This is not real. This is not real. So I blind bought it, starring Ken Wall, and I blind bought it, and it's so beautifully 90s, that movie. It's so 90s, it's great. And me and Lady Fat Blood had a blast watching it. We were like, oh my God, this is fucking hilarious. So yeah. So The Taking of Beverly Hills. My only nitpick was there was no action finale for The Taking of Beverly Hills. It kind of just wrapped up. But highly recommend it. My boy, Eric, the Asian movie enthusiast, I persuaded him to buy it. He loved it. Yeah, I didn't even know the movie exists. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then when it came out on Blu-ray from Kino Lorber, I was like, okay, I got to buy this. But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun movie. But yeah, he's in this movie, and even by the end, he's like, I got to start fucking around, fucking with what you call from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, his turning point is when he happens. Well, he's got like two turning points. One is when JFK gets assassinated. The other one is when he's walking down the street and he happens to see Bob Dylan performing. Then he has a whole like big change of conscience.
My only nitpick was during that, and all that part of the movie's fine. Everyone's got to grow up. The little dude hooks up with big, huge guy with the toothpick. Leave the kid alone.
Yeah.
They go off somewhere after he busts the dad over the head with a bottle because his dad's a prick.
What are you doing? That's your father.
Yeah. I was like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, I know. He fucking deserved it.
Shut up, dude. The guy gets his ass kicked every day. Shut up. But yeah, my only nitpick was everyone's growing up. It's time to get serious, real now. Think about the future with the bootleg Bob Dylan playing in the background. How beautiful it would have been to, during that moment, we see what the Baldies are doing in boot camp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they are going out. Yeah, they're going out very fast.
Because once they leave, they're gone. It's like, oh. We didn't even get a finale fight with them or anything. Like, once they drive away, that's it. I think that would have been hilarious, them getting... I mean, come on. How funny would be this dude trying to climb the rope?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, this is some bullshit.
I bet the Baldies could have kicked the Duckies' asses, too. Probably.
Oh, yeah. Now, there's another perfect spot where they could have came in at the end.
Yeah.
To help with the fight.
Yeah.
We had the Wong show up doing martial arts.
They all know jujitsu.
But yeah, there's some fun moments. There's some funny moments. But you got to love the brawl. The brawl on the football field at the end was my favorite part of the movie because it was so ridiculous.
Oh, when the dad rips the board off of the bleachers, that was so great. He punches the board and yanks it up. That was the one moment where I was like, okay, I'm on this guy's side now. The rest of the movie I hated him, but I was like, oh yeah, you ripped that board up. You smacked people around.
And then don't forget about this. This is the best part of the football fight right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
what I mean, with the comedy elements, that's ridiculous. That's so cartoonish.
Oh my God.
He completely won me over though.
Yeah. I was dying though. But yeah, that end fight. I was like, shit, how many duckies are there? Are there as many duckies as there are riffs?
Yeah.
That whole town was duckies.
All duckies.
There's somebody in the comments said even everybody in the town that lived in the town, that creepy stare. Nobody ever talked. It was foggy.
Right.
It's like, oh my God.
It's a religious town. For me, for the Wanderers, here's the thing. It's true to its name. It's a wandering movie. It wanders all over the place. It definitely has roots of the book because it not only does it not settle on a plot, it doesn't even settle on a main character until really towards the end. I guess we're following Connor Wall. No, I guess we're following the little skinny guy. I guess we're following maybe the big guys, the star. We don't even know what's going on. It's just it's a bunch of everything. And one thing I didn't like about the movie, it's the second time I watch it, is that it keeps pulling the rug out from under you. It sets something up. Like, oh, the dad's an asshole, for example. Oh, then he's going to join in the big fight. He broke that board. Oh, awesome. He's going to team up with his son. And then 5 minutes later, he punches his son in the gut. And you're what the fuck is that? Hold on, movie. What are you doing here? Yeah. Then he set up Nancy Allen, beautiful Nancy Allen, and there's a relationship, and he cheated on the girlfriend, and then she's out of the picture.
I was definitely waiting for her to show up. That did not seem like the end of her character's involvement in the story. She's just gone.
It's complete like fluff. Like, why was that even in there? Then the Baldies. You set up the Baldies. Okay, they're tough. We're going to have to rumble with the Baldies. Oh, they're Marines, and they're out of the picture. Wait, what? Are you just setting up to that? They're probably going to be in the gang, or they're going to help us out, or whatever. And there's so many loose threads that it was written by like 8 different people, and they all forgot the plots that were going on, and they just like, oh right, oh, and then we have a rumble. Well, who's left? I guess those like creepy guys in the sewers, the fucking foggy dudes. Okay, then they come in and they fight, but then that fight on the football field wasn't even a definitive fight, because I don't think they won necessarily. I mean, they destroyed the sign, and it seems like they got away with it, and half the people got pretty much butchered. So I don't know how that's like, yay, we did it,
some of the characters were like happily shouting, "We did it, we beat them." It's like, did you? Because then they ran off and tore up your sign, and they all seemed fine, like they all got away. How you won?
It's a weird movie for me, man. Like, I mean, I like the actors and I like the writing.
Yeah,
the music is great, but in the context of a narrative movie, it's so messy and it's so full of holes, and it can get away with, oh, it's a slice of life, it's a day in the life, it's a coming of age tale. That's what an indie movie says when it doesn't have a plot. If you're talking about Lady Bird, oh, it's a coming of age tale. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's boring. It's coming of age tale. So that's what The Wanderers feels like to me. I liked it, but it's certainly not my favorite of the bunch at all.
No.
I think it's just like not a great adaptation in that they didn't know what threads to cut and which ones to focus on. Like, they tried to include, I think, probably all of these different narrative threads, but they didn't have time for all of them, Like, in order to fully develop and resolve all of these plot threads, this movie would have been like The Irishman, Like, it would have been 4 hours long, 4.5 hours long. So instead of cutting any of these narrative threads, they just kind of like half do a couple of them, and then they resolve some of the other things.
Right, Karen Allen, by the way. Thank you, Dog Soldier. It's Karen Allen, not Nancy. That's right. They're both beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think this would have made a better series?
Yeah.
Like a miniseries, or just like with a sequel?
Yeah, Peaky Blinders. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if there's enough for like a bunch of episodes.
Like a miniseries, then.
A miniseries, maybe like 3 parts, 4 parts. Beyond that, I think you're stretching kind of thin, actually. So.
But I wanted to see more Baldies.
Yeah.
Around here we call them Baldies.
I think one of my favorite parts in the movie was when, because it's the whole racial thing, and Ken Wall and them, they need help to fight the other gang. So they, against his will, he goes to the Baldies, and then all of a sudden, the one black Baldy comes out. He's like, "Who y'all fighting? Y'all fighting who? Oh yeah, that's my nephew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We got along with good friends. Yeah, I know him.
That was hilarious.
Did you guys catch Ken Foree in the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
He had no lines, right? He was just there.
Yeah.
We only ever saw him like from really
wide
far
shots.
away. Yeah, from super wide shots. I was like, "Wait, is that Ken Foree looking badass in a trench coat over there?"
Yeah.
Well, never get a close up. He never got one.
That's actually why I watched it, because I made a movie with Ken, and one of the actors says, did you ever see Ken's movie, The Wanderers? I'm like, no, I've never heard of it. And so that's how the first time I watched it, because, but then I watched it, like, the fucker's not even in it. Like, he's in fucking throwaway shots. What the hell?
You need a fucking telescope to see him.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say that really the purpose of the football game really was the bet between the gangsters?
Yeah.
I think that's ridiculous. Like, a bunch of the gangs are on a football team.
Yeah. Was anyone else disappointed in the fact that it was a football match? Because
I was hoping it was a big rumble, like they were going to get ready to rumble.
I think that's what they. I think maybe it was supposed to be like a comedic reveal that it was a football match, but
I think so
really
too.
Play it right, because they set it up as it's a fight. They're like, meet us on the field. We're gonna throw down no guns, no knives, or whatever. It's like, if it's a football match, how would you fucking? Were you gonna shoot the other players? Is that the implication?
Yeah.
Unless it's one of those where there was supposed to be a rumble, and then the two head gangster guys are like, let's make it a football match. We'll bet on it.
Yeah.
If that's the case, we need a scene where that, where they show that, where they set that up.
Yeah.
And it kind of took me out of it. Like, I'm like, these guys are not on a playing football. It's like ridiculous. And then the Ducky Boys kind of show up, and we can all agree though that the villain of the movie is probably that teacher, Mr. Sharp, because he's the one who antagonized them to fight. Basically.
I was like, what are you doing? Stop.
He was trying to do like a unity thing of set up why they hate each other and then resolve it. And it's like he only got to set up why they hate each other and then he lost control of it. He never got to the resolving it part.
He had to think, though, you're in a school that's basically gangs. If they're going to say this to each other, they're not going to be like, oh, I get the lesson here.
Right.
I would be so terrified if I was a teacher there.
Oh,
when every single student is like in an armed gang. It's like, whoa, you don't want to be working there.
I watched it with my wife, and when that scene came up, she's like, and she's a teacher. She goes, "What the hell is that guy doing? Why would he do this?" That is the stupidest thing. Oh, what else? What other names do you call black people? No, what the hell?
I was actually laughing at some of the Italian names because I'm Italian. I'm like, I never heard that one before. Oh my god! But like,
yeah, that was a disaster.
Oh my god!
I'm like, he was like, oh, I'm sowing seeds of unity. He's like, I'm going to show them that they're not so different. Everyone hates everyone, and everyone's just a human being. But he didn't get there.
Right.
When his trolley jumped the tracks.
Yes. I was waiting for them to kick his ass at some point. I was just waiting to see you just see the teacher fly out of the window.
Well, that main guy that was what were they called? The DPs. They were called that. Yeah, he was the main villain in The Principal. Yeah, and he was pretty scary in that. So another gang movie.
Ken Forey's nephew, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, "Where's he from?" And I had to look it up. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. He was in The Principal. In The Principal, he was a scary gang member. This one, he was likable.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with the rest of you guys that we needed more Baldies.
Yeah,
we needed more Baldies, especially when they tortured, poor Ken, Ken Wall and his other buddy, acting like they're gonna tie strings to their junk.
Oh, I hated the Wanderer guy who like jumped teams.
Turkey.
He was the worst. He was the one I hated the most. I mean, he gets killed and it's supposed to be like sad or whatever, but like fuck him. He can.
No.
Yeah.
No, I expected him to die a lot sooner.
Yeah.
Well, that was another thing. That was another like weird like plot point. Like you set this turkey guy up, and it's like, oh, he's got two sides, and then he gets killed. You're like, oh, okay. Well, now we're gonna get a narrative thrust into the third act, and we're gonna figure. Okay, now it's like everybody
has anything to do with it.
Yeah, everybody teams up to get revenge for Turkey. Oh no, there's a conversation in the next scene. Oh, I'm sure gonna miss him, and that's it.
Yeah.
Shit happened there. It's like there's so much narrative stuff that they just like forgot.
Well, the weird thing was they were talking about missing him in the scene before they found out he's dead. So they were just missing him like generally, not like mourning his death. They were just I haven't seen him in a couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah, like the scene where that's a good point, you guys, because that scene where Ken Wall slowly walking up and there's a crowd of people looking down. I thought they were looking at his body or something.
Right.
And then it was like, oh, okay, never mind. We're just looking at the president. What happened to the president? Okay. But yeah, some really, really good points.
There is some really good stuff in the movie, though. I want to make sure
it's entertaining.
I enjoyed it a lot, actually. I mean, I enjoyed the watch. I thought the cinematography was really good all through it. I loved when it got like really surreal in those couple of moments. Thought it was really it's shot with a lot of energy. A lot of what a great camera movement. Like I really enjoyed how that opening like chase sequence with the Baldies chasing the Wanderers. It's really a great way to open the movie. Sets the tone very well of like he's having sex with his girlfriend for the first time and he hears that whistle. He's like, oh shit, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, he's about to save them. No, he just runs too. He just
that was funny.
I thought his girlfriend was way better looking than the other one that he went with.
Really?
Yeah.
She was really annoying, I thought. Her
Yeah.
accent was, I don't know, a little much. Seemed like she was laying on a little
And
extra
that-
thick.
That's the Bronx, I guess. I don't know, like
The Bronx.
I like the setting too. I always like that setting with like the late 50s, early 60s, look to it.
Yeah.
And of course New York at that time, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything else before we move on?
I saw that it was on Edgar Wright's list of his 1,000 favorite movies.
Oh
So
wow.
that's worth noting. He recommends it definitely.
I like the movie. It's entertaining.
It's
I like
Yeah, I
it.
would recommend it for sure. I enjoy it. There are a lot of problems with it. Like it's very wandering. It's very disjointed. But I mean, yeah, I think it's still good. I would still say it's worth watching overall.
Yeah.
All right. Now, 1983, The Outsiders. The plot synopsis is the rivalry between two gangs, the poor greasers and the rich social, only heats up when one gang member kills a member of the other. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola, starring every single 80s star in existence.
Yeah.
Every single 80s star that wasn't stars yet.
which I loved.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Yeah.
Great cast.
Which wasn't stars yet. Everyone is in this movie. This cast is insane. It's nuts that everyone is in this movie, man. You even got fucking Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is in this. You got Cobra Kai, right? You got fucking Leif Garrett. That's right. That's Leif Garrett right there.
Yeah.
Pop singer. Like what? What is happening? But Outsiders, again, starring every star ever. But I will hand it to Master Chaos.
The Outsiders and I have a very deep connection, namely because in high school I got to play the part of Pony Boy in my school production of The Outsiders. So I had not seen.
Is there footage of this? Is there footage still?
There is no footage of it, but because it's so amazing. Like they tried to film it, but the cameras exploded because it was so good. I didn't know the movie until they were putting the play together, and then they casted it, and then I looked it up. Okay, I'll watch the movie, and to prepare myself and all that stuff. I mean, it's a solid ass movie, from the top to the bottom, and on top of the fact that I was Pony Boy, I got to fucking work with Pony Boy, Mr. C. Thomas Howell himself.
Oh,
oh wow!
I was the official term is UPM, a unit production manager. I was basically helping run a movie that he was working on. And when I met him, I went up to him and go, "Hey, it's nice to meet you. I also played Pony Boy." And he goes, "Oh shit, man!" And he gave me a hug, and so I don't know. I felt really connected to Outsiders in general, but as a movie, if I had no connections to it as a movie, it has a lot of the problems of Wanderers. It doesn't meander. It is based on a book. It's a short book, but it does have that meandering quality where it kind of spreads out. It has more of a plot than Wanderers, and certainly the cast is amazing. Even before they were Tom Cruise and fucking Patrick Swayze and and Rob Lowe and all these people, even before that, they're magnetic and they're fun to watch, and you can tell that something special is happening here. Maybe that's the Coppola magic, but there's something about the combination of all these actors and that situation and that time and the music and the story, because it focuses on how people feel. It focuses on how characters interpret the situation. It gives us something that Wanderers doesn't and the Warriors doesn't, as character development, character growth. We understand what everybody's going through. We understand, all the internal machinations of the scene, because we know everybody has different points of view and things like that, and that makes it so much of a richer experience when you're watching it or rewatching it. And I think, in terms of the best movie, The Outsiders is the best of the three. Writing, directing, everything, cast. But I'm sure we can argue over what's the most entertaining. But for me, The Outsiders, I think, is such a solid movie, and it doesn't get the recognition of like a Godfather or an Apocalypse Now, but it's definitely a movie that should be watched by film fans everywhere. Absolutely.
We're doing it for Johnny, man.
Johnny, man.
Doing it for Johnny, man. Sam?
I'm gonna be making some enemies here, I think.
Hey, versus.
When I
It's fun.
say fuck
Let's
the
rumble.
outsiders.
Oh!
No, I hate
Oh.
this movie. I think this movie
Really?
fucking sucks. I think it's the worst of the three by far.
Wow.
It's the
Wow.
worst Coppola movie I've seen by far. I mean, I love Coppola. The cast is great. Like, I love Patrick Swayze and all that. Fucking hate this movie, man. I'll go a step
Wow.
further. I'll say fuck the Outsiders book too. Fuck all of it.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Okay.
You gotta go. No. Where you going, Tony? All right. Well, yeah, go and get into your. We're not voting yet, even though everybody kind of already has an idea where we're going. But pros and cons from you, Sam, before we get to Tony's pros and cons.
I mean, my pros are just I like a lot of the people involved. You know, like I like the cast, I like Coppola, but there's really nothing in the movie that I like. I mean, sure, it's got like some iconic moments, it's got quotable lines, but like the whole watching experience is just abysmal for me. It's just such like YA garbage, you know. It's young adult type.
Hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion, man. So, Tony, pros and cons. What did you think of The Outsiders?
Well, first, when I rented this on Amazon, and it starts off with him writing that letter, like, you know, about the son and stuff like that, and then it goes to like him meeting Johnny and Doll and that. But I tried watching it on a different link somehow. I'm not saying, and it started off with Ponyboy running down this, like coming out of a movie theater, getting chased down by the Pox. Is that how you say, or Sox? What is it?
The Socials.
Yeah.
So, and they like jumped him outside of like their house, of like around his house, and they put a knife to his throat and everything, and cut him. Because if you notice in the beginning of the movie, his throat has like, you know, it's cut, and they don't mention how that happened or anything. So like,
so you watched the other cut then? The extended cut.
I watched a little bit of that, and then I couldn't go back to that link, so then I rented it.
Okay.
And so I would have liked to have seen the first cut more, because that was everybody got introduced right away. You know, they all come out and fight, and then, but like on the Amazon cut, you don't see like Tom Cruise until like 40-some minutes in.
Really?
Yeah.
Each version there's a complete novel, and then there's the regular one. There's one that's like 98 minutes, and there's one that's like close to 2 hours.
Yeah, this was the 98 minutes one then.
Okay.
Yeah. But I would have liked to have seen the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
go ahead. Then I have a question for Chaos when you're done, Tony. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, like I said, I like the cast a lot. I think that this has a better story, you know, like he's kills somebody, they're on the run. You know, that Doll has problems, you know, everybody has their own unique personality in it, but yet there's a deeper side to some of them that they don't want to show the others because they don't think they'll, you know, respect it and everything. And you know, they don't, obviously Doll doesn't think like he deserves anything better, but like Ponyboy wants to, you know, he's a writer and all that kind of stuff, kind of like what's his name in The Wanderers, where he was an artist, but yet his dad just shut him down with it and everything. Right. It's like they're afraid to show that side of themselves. And I lost what I was saying. Yeah, but like
you're kind of talking about character arcs a little bit.
I know.
Like, even the girl had issues. Like, everybody had issues.
Everybody had issues in that, and I don't know. I'll come back to me because I lost my train of thought.
No, that's fine. We're just looking for pros and cons. That's all. That's fine.
Oh, all right. I'll go to cons then.
Okay.
Cons, I think they spent a little too much time away from, like I said, Tom Cruise and Emilio Estevez and that, which Emilio Estevez made me laugh in the movie, in the drive-in, where he's like, hey, want to see something that's hanging? And he does that Emilio Estevez laugh.
Yeah.
I can't do it, but like
Billy the Kid laugh.
Yeah, the Billy the Kid laugh.
Yeah.
And, I think that they should have made more when they met Cherry. Like, I thought there was going to be like this big thing with her involved, and like she's not. And like she's like, if I see in school, When I don't say anything, don't take it personally. I thought there was going to be her more in the movie, at least the version I saw. I don't know, maybe there is more, but like I thought she was going to be more involved, and I would have liked that. So that's a con.
Well, she wasn't. She is more involved, but I guess it's cut out of that one.
Yeah, the version I saw, like, do you see her there? And she goes with them, and she's like, "Oh, about doll." She's like, "I'm probably going to fall in love with him," and runs away. And I think, okay, that's a build up. She's going to probably end up with him because she has to like the bad guy, the bad boy. And then I don't see her again later on until they wanted her to go visit Johnny in the hospital.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't know if it's the version I saw or what, but like, I want to see more development from the other characters. Sure. I guess that's a downfall for me.
Right.
But I did like the movie a lot because I've seen that cover for years and I never watched it. And I thought, that's a cool cast, but like, I don't know if I want to watch it, but now I had to watch it for this. And I'm glad I got to see it.
Yeah.
Because they're all very likable.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, that's the problem with when you make an ensemble movie. If you have a movie with 50 fucking people, not everybody's going to get a storyline or a development. And that's, that's unfortunate. That's what a TV show would improve that, but it is what it is. And that is the downfall of the ensemble movie, that not everybody can get a little story juice.
Okay. So now I have a question for you. Question for you, Chaos. So I never bought I really, really wanted, because I saw the movie years ago and I thought it was entertaining. Mm-hmm. I liked it. I liked the movie, but not as much as my in the vote that I will vote for when we get to the end of the stream. But I did enjoy the film. I thought it was entertaining. But the reason why, when it came out on Blu-ray with this complete novel version. I was excited. I was like, "Oh, cool! I can upgrade, right?" And then I was like, "Oh, wow! There's 23 minutes of footage in here that supposedly makes the movie follow the book better." I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm curious, right? If it's better, right?" But then I heard everybody shit on the soundtrack because they added these. They took out some orchestral stuff, and they added generic rockabilly music for the complete novel. So the whole end fight in the rain, all that orchestral music that you hear is all taken out, and they have rockabilly music over it. And I've heard so many negative reviews of people were like, "Why did they ruin the soundtrack?" So I was like, "Well, fuck." So I never bought the Blu-ray. So in terms of, since you've seen it, in terms of a story narrative, is the complete novel better than the theatrical?
Honestly, it's been such a long time since I watched it or read the book. I can't answer that. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know if it really followed the book. I mean, the story is the story. They murder somebody and they have to hide, and then and Dallas is helping them out. But all that stuff, because it's at the beginning and the end, is the stuff that they kind of pad out. I don't remember, to be honest.
That's fine. It's fine. I was hoping to get some input, but it's okay.
Well, when they were fighting, on Amazon, if anybody watched the Amazon one, what was the song at the end? Because I don't remember if it was what song was playing.
Well, it was during the fight.
Yeah, well, right? I don't remember what song was playing.
It's just an orchestral score.
Oh.
There's no song. And then for the Blu-ray, they took all of that out, which I thought would make the fight intense with the orchestral score. They took it out and they added rockabilly music.
Yeah, I don't remember what was playing though during that on Amazon.
I don't remember either, actually. But
who knows? Because I have the old DVD, like the old DVD way back in the day. That's the one I have. Yeah.
I know there was parts during the movie where there was like a scene and they would like how like, I don't know, like the music was supposed to fit the moment, but it didn't. It was kind of like, like sad music, but it wasn't like, it didn't match it. I don't know. It was weird. Right. So I don't know.
Nigel says he hated the Blu-ray. For nothing to him. Okay. Brandon says pick up the DVD. That's probably the one I have.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. But so overall, I thought it was still a solid watch. Definitely not my favorite. Anything else, pros and cons about The Outsiders before we get to the verdict? we get to the versus vote for best picture out of the three. Like I said, it's all personal preferences, so it's all good. If we disagree, it's all good. It's all love. But anything else before we move on about The Outsiders? Pros and cons.
Cool fight at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, which movie had the best end fight?
I'm going to go for the rain fight in The Outsiders.
Me too.
Best end fight?
Yeah.
I'm going to disagree with that. Sam?
The Wanderer's end fight was pretty good. The big brawl. The Warriors doesn't have like a really satisfying end
That's
fight.
true. That's true.
Yeah, which is
I
kind
just
of
like how violent. I just like how violent it is. I like the Outsiders end fight. It's my favorite fight. It's my favorite part of the movie because it's the end fight. But I just thought it was kind of too short. I could have used it a lot longer. So I think it's the weakest of the three. So there, take that. All right, let's get
It's not the shortest of the three because the Warriors doesn't even have an end fight.
The bathroom brawl, man, I'll take it any day over people getting thrown up in the glass, people with baseball bats. I would take that over day than Patrick Swayze holding back his punches. You can totally tell he's holding back his punches while he's beating somebody on the ground.
I'll take just the baseball Furies running and not doing anything else. Just running through Central Park to that badass music. I'll take that over anything.
But like I said, this is versus. It's cool to disagree, but we got to vote. Now it is time, okay. Chat, get ready. And don't forget, chat, I'm going to be putting up your poll that you guys voted for as well, so we can see what you guys think is the best movie. All right, so here we go. Let me get this set up. All right. Best movie out of the three that we have here. By default, your opinion, Master Chaos.
The Warriors.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go Outsiders here. I'm surprised.
I love The Outsiders, and I'm connected to it, but if I had all three in front of me, which one would I rewatch right now? The Warriors.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Tony.
Warriors.
Okay. Sam?
Yep.
Warriors.
I like that.
Well, I think they misspelled Outsiders on your shirt, man.
Me? I don't know what I would pick. I'm not sure. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. How'd this get here? The vinyl soundtrack? How did that happen? Wait a minute.
What a nerd.
What is this doing here? What is this doing here? Man.
So you're picking the Wanderers then?
Where's this All right, there you go, chat. Best movie. The winner of Versus tonight is... There we go. There we go. Why?
Kind of surprised it was unanimous.
Yeah, so I expected everyone to be different. I was actually surprised. And why did the Warriors win? Because they're the best.
Yeah.
They're the best, baby. All right. Just for funs and shits and giggles, most entertaining of the three, and it could be the same movie. It's perfectly fine. Most entertaining, just for entertainment purposes.
Still the Warriors for me.
Tony?
See, now if we're talking about all this, I thinking about it.
Be honest. It's pure entertainment value. You're getting your popcorn, you're getting your beer, you're sitting down, you're watching.
The Warriors.
Okay.
I'd say Warriors.
Chaos?
Yeah, Warriors for sure. I mean, I tend to lean towards the B movie anyway, and Warriors all the way.
All right. I'm picking The Outsiders. Y'all know I was picking the Warriors, man.
I was like, wait a minute.
You got me.
Hey, I succeeded. I got you. All right. Let's check with chat here.
Does anyone else hate the Outsiders as much as I do, or am I completely alone on that?
Sexy Sumo, do you hate The Outsiders? Sam is asking.
Just wondering if I'm completely alone in hating it.
Now there's a movie I would have picked over all three is Gangs of New York. Sexy Sumo says. Gangs of New York.
I'd still pick Warriors over Gangs of New York, I think. But I definitely pick Gangs of New York over the other two.
Right. All right.
Gangs of New York is like 3 hours long, though.
Yeah.
Let's get to
Dead Roberts.
the poll here. Let's see what the Movie Dojo Army has voted for. So the Movie Dojo Army mostly flocked to my Twitter page and mostly flocked to the community tab on YouTube. They didn't give shit about the Facebook page. So I'm going to throw the poll up anyway. They barely voted on the Facebook page, but I'm going to throw it up anyway just for the fuck, just because I said I would. Right. So Warriors won for the Facebook page. Warriors won. All right.
Nice. All right.
All right. For Twitter, the Movie Dojo Army chose for Warriors.
Cool.
Zero.
Yeah, Wanderers got
Wanderers
zero.
is probably the least seen, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's probably a chance that not as many people have even seen the Wanderers.
It's still ouch.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the Movie Dojo Army voted on Twitter. The Warriors won again, and on the YouTube community page here, boom.
Oh, there we go. Nice. Yeah, similar ratio too.
Yeah,
yeah, by a large margin on all three.
Hey, there's some love for 6% there from Wanderers.
There you go.
There's a few love there for Wanderers.
They accidentally hit Wanderers. They meant Warriors.
Yeah.
Shit.
So the Movie Dojo Army has spoken as well. So awesome. This was a lot of fun. Oh, here we go. Sexy Sumo says the Wanderers was okay.
Yeah. The Outsiders was okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. The Outsiders.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. The Outsiders is okay. Thank you. All right. Cool. Yeah, it's solid. It's a solid watch, but it's my least favorite of the three. But I don't hate it though. I do like The Outsiders. I like it. But this was a lot of fun. All you badasses, thanks for hanging out. We're going to wrap it up a little bit early today. Sam from Brickwall Pictures, make sure you guys go over there, subscribe. That's right. Badassity is over there. Do not let the young man's looks fool you. He has the knowledge. That's right. All right. Mr. Tony of the Dead, make sure go over to his channel and subscribe as well. A lot of badassity there. And the legend that we got to 1,000 subs tonight, son.
That's right.
Woo-hoo. That's right. Make sure you head over to his channel as well.
I'm honored to be here, and I always have a good time, man.
If you haven't subscribed, go over there and subscribe. It's a lot of fun over there. A lot of fun. I'm watching his movies as much as I can. I mean, his videos as much as I can, but I'm so busy.
Man. Thank you, Nigel.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Congrats again, my friend.
Awesome.
That's right. All right. I thank all you badasses for watching, liking the video, and hanging out tonight. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time, hang out with me and Lady Fat Blood Live. We're going to be doing a film recommendation discussion about Psycho Gorman. Excuse me. I can't speak the English.
Oh,
Psycho
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
And Bloody Hell. 2 film recommendations. We're going to talk about it. We're going to be honest. They're film recommendations, but we're still going to talk about things we didn't like about, one of them. So, and if you've seen our trailer reaction, I'm pretty sure you guys can guess what we kind of were like, oh no. But still film recommendations, which means we liked it. We recommend it. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow. Come hang out with me, Lady Fat Blood, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And if you get some time a little bit later, Chaos, when does your stream start?
5 p.m. 5 p.m. PST
there you go.
Tomorrow.
There you go. Hang out at his stream for an hour.
Yeah.
And then ditch him, dislike the video, and then, no, I'm just kidding.
And then when you're all done with everybody else's, come over to mine between 9 and 11 at night. Eastern Standard Time. Also,
nice.
I'm 900 subscribers away from 5,000.
Oh, shit.
Before we leave right now, 500 of you subscribe to me.
I'm not that popular, Tony. Okay? Don't believe the subscribe count. That doesn't mean anything. I'm not that popular. Okay.
I will twerk.
People watching.
I will twerk live.
Let's do it, man.
Oh, sorry, I gotta end it, Tony. But yeah, still subscribe.
On that note,
still subscribe. But thanks for hanging out.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Hey, all you guys are badasses. Why I invited you. You guys are awesome. Next week's going to be kind of a slow week on the channel because I got stuff I need to do and take care of. You might see me pop up here and there for a live Q&A just to talk to the family, to the badasses. But I will see you guys a little bit here and there next week. But in terms of having guests and doing Is It Really That Bad episode every single day of the week, it's not going to happen next week because I must be planning for the future so I can be as awesome as Master Chaos.
There you go, man.
There you go.
By the way, Sexy Sumo, I will be dyeing the pubes pink but you're only going to see this part of it. Sorry, pal. Sorry.
He'll have to take his word on the rest of it.
He got excited.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot that was you. I thought he was talking about Samurai. Like he's gonna dye his pubes hair pink now.
Fuck it. I'm going full pink.
Watermelon
I'm
color.
going full cotton candy.
There you go.
Right. There you go. Rob, see? Everybody, it's cotton candy, son.
Yeah.
Cotton candy, Rob, all right?
Candy Samurai.
Yo. Yes.
Love it.
Thanks, Rob, for popping in. We just ended just now, my friend. But if you're curious, Warriors did win for tonight. But it's really good, conversation we had tonight. Very good discussion. So this was a lot of fun. And again, what Sam said, we didn't think we'd all be on the same page there. I'm kind of surprised.
We got Warriors.
Yeah.
We got Wanderers. And we got outsiders. Way down.
I don't know about that.
He's rubbing it in, Chaos. He's rubbing it in. It's all fun.
He just want to show his crotch.
All right, all you badasses. Take care. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Sam, my friend, keep being a warrior. Keep coming out and playing. That's right. Tony, keep wandering. And Chaos,
And walk away.
That's right. Chaos, you stay gold, my friend.
I will. Thank you.
All
I
right.
appreciate that. You too, pal.
Have a good one, guys. See you guys next time.